What's up? What's up, everyone? Good morning. It's the Baller Bet podcast. It's a holiday for Sosa. LeBron has gone home. What's going on, bro? Sosa, good morning, man.
Good morning, my brother. Good morning. How are you? How's your Friday morning treating you?
Hey, man, it's Friday. It's Friday, you know? That's just all
Shout
I
out
gotta
to
say.
Friday.
Every day is Friday, you know?
You already know.
What's up, though, bro? It's last night was an
Last night
earthquake. It was an NBA earthquake. Let's call it what it was.
absolutely, and it's showing you that the game is in good hands. That's what I got out of last night.
This guy said LeBron gets bounced in the first round. The game's in the good
The game's
hands.
in good hands.
Maybe a change of the guard. Maybe a change of the guard.
You know what? It's just I love to just see new blood there. And I love to see new teams or new players make a name for themselves and progresses as players and make an actual name and impact for themselves. Frank Vogel needs to go. Anyway, just what we saw what we saw. I'm going to give Laker fans a bone. If AD and LeBron are fully healthy, you guys have a chance to win the series. That's all I can say. I'm not going to say y'all would have won or would have walked through them or.
But you're saying it would have been more watchable.
Oh yeah, it'd have been more watchable. But DeAndre Ayton was just as effective whether AD was playing or not. If you guys were watching,
The Suns, in the eyes of sports bettors, last night was not surprising at all.
At all.
We are definitely aware of the Phoenix Suns. I know everyone in the chat is aware of the Phoenix Suns, the prowess, the power of them. It's just surprising to see, when you think of economics or other stuff, non-basketball stuff, just, LeBron is not in the playoffs right now with the Lakers after the first round. It's crazy. Good morning, everyone. Danny, my guy, everyone. Derek Baez, Joe Budden, Sideshow, what's up, Sean, MJG. Yeah, we're just here talking about, what's going on last night. Let's play it, though. Should I play it?
Go ahead. Yeah. I want to see that. I want to hear this. This is important. This is real important stuff, guys. Pay attention.
What?
No, I think I'm gonna play for the Toon Squad this summer instead of the Olympics. I think that's what that's my focus on trying to beat the Monstars or the Goon Squad, we call them now. So didn't have much success versus Suns, so now I am gearing my attention to the Goon Squad here in mid-July. So I'm gonna let the ankle rest for about a month, and then I'm gonna gear up with Lola, Taz, Granny, Bugs, and the rest of the crew. So hopefully see y'all at the match.
This is your king?
Yikes. No, I'm not going to go that far. You stop your shit, bro.
All right,
you stop your shit.
I'm sorry.
You stop your shit.
Listen, LeBron, it was great. The season, you lost. You get to go home, get some. That is also true. That was a great marketing move. Great marketing move for LeBron. I mean, obviously,
because he did it with a straight face until the end. Yeah, he said that with a straight face.
He knows everything about a dollar. But again, if you watch basketball all year, you knew that this Suns team, they weren't no hoes. You know that they defended 3-point line well, and if you watched the Lakers, they have trouble scoring 100 points. So
their problems were structural. It was two ways. It was like the Suns were clearly the better team going into the playoffs, and they had the better body of work throughout the season. But then at the same time, the other side, injuries. The injuries. You know what the scapegoat is. The injuries. AD got bullied onto the court last night. His own doctor told him don't play.
What doctor cleared him last night?
He cleared himself. He said, bro, I can't stand this. It's too much. It's too much. I'm actually hurt, but they're saying I'm soft. It's crazy.
Bro, the first time he ran up the court, you knew he wasn't right. The man could listen, watch from the opening tip. And listen, this is the problem with social media and the pressure that these guys feel. Anthony Davis playing lost the game immediately for the Lakers. Because what you're supposed to do at that point, if he's not effective, you're just supposed to formulate a game plan to play without him. Because he's not effective. So what do? You start the game with him on the floor. He's clearly a disadvantage. You see Devin Booker switching on him every single time. And the Phoenix Suns were very masterful and smart in what they did. They switched every action to make AD guard the ball.
No, it was they applied pressure immediately.
3 minutes into the game,
and they ran
move.
the floor. He was the last. He
couldn't
was
even
lagging.
move.
He was lagging up the floor. He was the last one up the court, on offense and defense.
And this is what happens when a professional athlete thinks that his presence is enough to help his team. It's not. You have to be effective. You being on the court's not enough. You just being there is not enough.
I think that I don't think he should have played last night. I think they should have just took.
Not. The Lakers, as an organization, failed Anthony Davis last night. There's no reason he should have been in uniform. There's no doctor. There's no possible doctor that's not employed by the Los Angeles Lakers that would clear him to play basketball last night. Not one. Not a single one.
It's crazy.
The Lakers
doctors
did.
No, I think I'm gonna play for the Toon Squad this summer instead of the Olympics. I think that's my focus on.
No, I'm sorry.
That's what I'm gonna focus on.
It should be all right though. It should be all right for the Lakers next year. They're just gonna throw everything in the trash and just shuffle the deck again. They're just gonna shuffle the deck.
And I mean, it's the Lakers. They find a way to steal someone. Bradley Beal might be a Laker. CJ McCollum might be a Laker. And they'll just figure out a way to make the money work. It's LA, and it's the NBA knowing that LeBron James needs to be propped up for another 5 years. Facts are facts. They want him to break Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record.
Joe Budden said the Lakers need bona fide scorers next year. It's going to be really, really interesting to see what happens with the Lakers. They probably will have a bit of money to splash around. Andre Drummond.
Also,
what a disaster! What a disaster!
This is something though that fans need to realize. Until LeBron James is able to play with an actual point guard, it's not going to look good as he gets older because he's so ball dominant. He needs the ball in his hands. Look at this. Imagine if they had Lonzo Ball as their point guard right now. They'd be a better team. They'd be a way better team. But because LeBron shows up, this kid's ceiling gets curved because LeBron needs the ball in his hands. Again, it's the way the game is played. It's the way the game is played when LeBron is on your team. When LeBron's on your team, you can't play a regular point guard because he facilitates everything. You run the offense like squarely through him. Unless LeBron learns how to play with a point guard who can control the pace of the game and have the ball in his hands more, it's not going to look good coming down the stretch.
And obviously that's not Dennis Schroeder. There's dissension in the locker room even before tonight. Dennis Schroeder's ego does not match like his role for the Lakers. Right. He's out of there. Go ahead and go on to Orlando or something like that.
Go somewhere, get your bag.
Yeah, go get your bag. But it's a wrap for Dennis Schroeder in LA. What's up, everyone? Good morning. We're just talking about the Lakers Suns game last night. Pretty much, I'm not going to say it was a shocker, but in that manner, but there's a lot of stuff going on and off the court with the Lakers.
Absolutely.
I know that the public, they cashed big last night on the Suns. Congratulations to anyone that took the Suns. No-brainer bet right there. Sometimes things are just evident. Sometimes
no Scott Foster, no Tony Brothers. That was their shot, and they took it. They didn't have to worry about the sixth man on the other side. They went and took that shit. I love it.
Someone's asking, what do you guys think about that Dame tweet? I didn't actually see. I just checked his Twitter. Unless you're talking about someone else. Akbar said, "What's going on?"
I think I know.
Good morning, Akbar.
I know what they're talking about. Here's the thing about Damian Lillard is that one, he signed a contract to become the highest paid player in the NBA. So them checks are going to clear, and he's not going anywhere. Stotts is gone; he's out the door. McCollum's probably out the door as well, simply because you don't give up assets to get Norm Powell and not re-sign him.
Yeah, when he can assume the CJ McCollum sort of role, and then you can move CJ McCollum, who has years on his contract, a couple years,
CJ's gone.
Oh, he said Dame's Instagram. Yeah, I'll check that out in a second.
Checking it out right now.
They said check out Damian Lillard's Instagram, Joe Budden, Luis Rivera. Yeah, we're about to get into this Clippers. There's only one game tonight. Huge game. Clippers' backs are against the wall, similar to the Lakers game. We're about to get into this Clippers-Mavs game tonight, Game 6 on the road.
Real quick. He's talking about him quoting Nipsey Hussle. I don't take anything from that, bro. He's locked in Portland. He's not going anywhere. Like he knows, they know. They can't
super max.
Yeah, they can't move him. So what you do is you try to move McCollum, you sign Norm Powell, and Melo's probably gone. I don't know what they got Derrick Jones for. He didn't even play. So it's some structural things that need to be done, starting with the head coach. And then also, this is something that we gotta be honest here. Dame gotta play defense at some point in his career. Like 55 is real nice.
100%, 100%, 100%.
But when you got average players giving you 25, think about the guards on Denver, bro.
The Blazers, man. I firmly believed the Blazers were going to win that game at the end of the third quarter. But the momentum shifted pretty quickly, and a couple of suspect calls, a couple of Terry Stotts examples of letting the team ride.
I've never seen the only other coach I've watched.
They let me down on the money line last night. So
the only other coach I've ever watched just let his team keep missing threes is Mike D'Antoni. It's Terry Stotts. When your team is cold, you gotta stop the bleeding. You gotta do something.
No, he didn't make any adjustments. He didn't want to rally the troops. Nothing. He basically lost the game for them on the court just by the way he was handling the tone of the game. Terry Stotts is out of here. His NBA coaching days are out of here. It's a real question. Can Dame really rap? I never heard his music, bro. I heard him on 2K, though. They play his song every time 2K comes on, like one or two of his songs.
No one's saying Kyrie does to play defense, but listen. Let me tell Facundo Campazzo, Austin Rivers, who didn't even have a fucking job a month ago. Okay? Those are the guys that you couldn't stop. I don't want to hear about that. You're a superstar. Give me some effort. Oh, okay, Steph won 3 championships with elite defensive talent around him. He had 3 all-NBA caliber defenders. Next try. Let's see the next name you got.
Marrakesh City said Lonzo's below average, though, but I agree 100%. That's why Lillard makes sense. It's pretty wishful thinking. He said facts.
Yeah, I'm just asking. Like, Steph had a team, an organization that understood that he couldn't play defense. So they put a bunch of guys who could play defense around him. So
the Blazers have a history of giving out questionable contracts. The Blazers have a history of
supposed to do that.
Yeah, it's structural damage in the Blazers. They have to shake things up. They're another team that needs to shuffle the deck. Their GM has been just giving out money. It's crazy.
Mike, listen, Steph is terrible on defense. But again, the organization he's with understands.
They shadowed him. They shadowed him. They
understand that.
They built something to win.
You come off a pick and roll and Melo's there. Come on. Melo is gonna play defense. Derek Jones gonna play defense. Like, what are you guys watching? You tell me, please. What are you watching? CJ McCollum? He can't guard you Friday.
The Blazers had a bottom 5 defense all time this season.
Why does Dame have to? Okay, Dame might not have to play defense, right? But you got to put guys around him who can. It's structural. And also you can't be getting fried by fucking Facundo Campazzo. I don't want to.
Well, how do you feel about their investment in Robert Covington? They thought he was supposed to pan out, right?
Supposed to be an All NBA defender, getting barbecued. I don't want to hear anything about Dame needing to play defense. Listen,
ex-Sixer. As soon as he dips, the Sixers get better.
Facundo Campazzo and Glenn Rivers' son just iced you in your house. I don't want to hear that bullshit.
Exactly.
You need to stop them. You need to make sure that they aren't the ones cooking your ass.
Straight choke job by the Blazers. Not a choke job by the Lakers. They got outclassed. Danny, my guy, said CJ couldn't make a layup the last 2 games. There was a stretch at the beginning of the fourth quarter where CJ really stunk it up. Like, if you guys remember the first half of that fourth quarter,
on both ends of the floor, he was missing.
CJ
and
really
cooked at the other end.
CJ stunk it up in the fourth quarter horribly. Like, to me, it was shocking. CJ's got to go. Hey, he's a likable guy.
I love
it. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's a bad fit. It's a bad fit.
It didn't work. You guys have a reputation of being an elite backcourt, and you've regressed to not even being a top 3 backcourt anymore. I don't care what anyone says. I don't want to hear about that Blazers backcourt being elite anymore. Let's get into the Clippers Mavs game, bro.
Not giving.
Let's get into the Clippers Mavs game.
CJ missed 28 games with an injury.
Let's get into the Clippers Mavs game.
On trying to beat the Monstars. I think I'm gonna play for the Toon Squad this summer instead of the Olympics.
Not gonna play in the Olympics.
I think that's what that's my focus on trying to beat the Monstars or the Goon Squad, we call them now. So didn't have much success versus Suns. So now I am gearing my attention to the Goon Squad here in mid-July. So I'm gonna let the ankle rest for about a month, and then I'm gonna gear up with Lola Tag.
He also said he's not playing in the Olympics.
Yeah,
He also said he's not playing in the Olympics.
Olympic team anywhere. He's probably he'll be getting a new.
I wanted to see him play in the Olympics.
He'll be getting a new sewing, right? New lace front. CJ should go to Philly. Joe, what are you talking about, bro? Like, come
There's
on.
no more money for him. There's no more money. There's no more money.
He's not coming to Philly. Like, come on. I don't. Why the fuck would I want him in Philly? He don't play defense. He doesn't play defense.
He said, Danny, my guy said, I need that clip. I'll send it to you. I'll send you the link. I got it off Twitter.
Like, nobody plays Olympics now. I mean, you know, CJ, man, keep CJ McCollum far away from Philadelphia. Please keep him far away.
Yeah, I can see him going somewhere like Minnesota or something, tricking someone, you know? Like, not even Minnesota. They don't need him.
Don't wish that on my boy. Like, I don't want to see him go to Minnesota. Jeez.
I mean, the writings.
Like, let him go to Oklahoma City or something where they got some hope for the future or something.
Tiago Nunes, Braun is a business now. He's washed. I mean, I'm not going to say he's washed. I think that the Lakers weren't ready for the Suns.
I think
the Lakers weren't ready for the Suns.
People's expectations of him at 36 are wild. Look at the tapes. Look at the tapes. And I said this to you earlier. Look at the tapes of LeBron James play basketball this year. He has to have a running start to attack the basket. He does not have the explosive super first step that he used to have. If you watched the game last night, the only time LeBron got loose and got to the rim is when he dribbled the ball the entire time up the floor and blew to the basket. He has to get a running start. The explosiveness is not the same as it used to be. Yes, part of it could have been the ankle or whatever, but again, it's like, watch the tapes. The guy needs help.
Suns are minus in game one. Signed on SportX.Bet. Suns are minus 4.5 against the Nuggets in game one. Pretty tight spread right there.
That makes sense too.
Let's
get into this Clipper.
Just wanted to say that that's the first time. That's the first time I saw the line. So
let's get into it.
We got Clippers minus 3. The total is at this moment it's 216. Excuse me.
LeBron is
216.5. The Clippers
point guard his whole career.
The Clippers' backs are against the wall tonight. We know that they have the pieces. The Mavericks have been propelled by the fast evolution of Luka Doncic. It's crazy what the Mavs are doing right now, but they're playing at an extremely high level.
They are
in crunch time.
I mean, it's
and they're getting out to big starts. They're a team that does not give up. When they're up at the end of the first quarter, they don't give up leads. But the Clippers, this is also a weird pattern series.
Incredible, absolutely incredible, bro.
Neither team has won at home in this series.
Correct.
What do you think about that? What do you think about this game tonight, bro? What do you think about this game tonight? We've actually already talked about this.
I personally
only one game tonight.
I expect that trend to continue. Kawhi. If you're a dog, you just seen LeBron. Listen, this is your chance, guys. You guys want to stop being little brother in LA? This is your chance. This is your chance. Win tonight, win game 7, keep the Staples Center open, and you be the only team playing in it. That's your only shot. You motherfuckers lose tonight, season's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap, and you're getting shipped to random places. Orlando, Sacramento, pieces Beverly over here. Marcus Morris is going over there.
They lose tonight.
But it's crazy. They were just in this situation. They were just in this situation in Game 3. In Game 3, they were just in the same situation.
Clippers going to win tonight. I mean, I like the Clips tonight. They've played well in the series. They've made bonehead decisions down the stretch in a couple of games that cost them the game. Like the other night, bro. What is up with your shot selection? It's a 1-point game. You can get anything you want with Kawhi Leonard, but you're calling plays for other people?
It could be the other way around if Paul George were to grab a rebound. If anyone watched that game the other night, if Paul George grabs one rebound,
Yeah, it's just they're right there. So I can't I have to roll with the Clippers tonight. Simple as that for me.
Well, the spread's minus 3. It's in line with games 3 and 4. If I'm more inclined to take the Clippers on the money line because I also like the over in this game. I think that this game has gone under the last 2 times, but the Clippers know that they need to open things up. Like when Luka's actually dissecting them.
I got a question for you. Michael, you didn't watch last game because Kawhi was guarding Luka and he was getting barbecued. What's
your question though?
My question is this: is Luka the best player in this series?
at this moment, he is by far the best player in this series.
Okay.
Because of his ability. Because of his ability.
Kawhi's going crazy in this series as well. He's shooting 60%. Now, don't. He's killed.
No,
this
he has
series.
something. Luka has demonstrated something like he has the ability to kind of go nuclear at any moment, and that's something that you can't calculate in the games. You know, like when you look before the game, like something like some Steph, Jason Tatum has shown this in a few games. Every now and then, certain players they have the ability to go nuclear, where everything that all your research before the game goes out the window, like because of they have an ability to do this. You know, Luka, he could come out and just stomp on these guys tonight. I think he's the best player in the series. I think Kawhi Leonard is having big regrets joining the Clippers, and but I think that the Clippers have the ability in terms of veteran presence to get a win, a must win.
The Clippers are the more talented team. Dallas is the more cohesive team. That's what it is. This Clipper team has kind of been thrown together, and they don't have any level of chemistry. It's just ISO ball for Kawhi, ISO ball for PG, and then catch and shoot threes from the other guys. That's the offense that you're getting, and that clearly shows you that. You clearly see that Tyronn Lue, that's what he teaches. They play LeBron James brand basketball. It's ISO ball. It's get out the way, let Kawhi do what he wants, and if he gets caught up in the middle of the lane, he'll pass it. Same goes for PG. Give them free reign to do whatever they want, and then maybe you'll get some three-pointers. You'll get some three-point shots from the other guys. That's been the offense. So, I also didn't think. I thought he was better coach than that. But when you also have a Hall of Fame coach on the other side who's a champion, that lets you know that should tell you everything you're seeing. He's getting
just to add on to your point about Ty Lue. Mike's asking in the chat. Ty Lue is very limited. He's realizing that he's really limited, and realizing that he's also being outcoached. But look who he's going up against. I know that the Mavericks, they haven't gotten past the first round for like many years, but Rick Carlisle is still a champion coach.
He's a great coach.
He's going to the Hall of Fame.
Even look at
Rick Carlisle is a Hall of Fame coach.
Look at the personnel he won a championship with. If you're telling me
he's uplifting younger talent.
If you're telling me that's one of the most talented teams in the last decade to win a championship, you don't know basketball. That was one superstar and a system. That was his system.
It's different for the Clippers now, though. It's different for the Clippers now compared to the bubble against Denver, because when they played Denver, they had a 3-1 lead, and they were slowly giving the lead up. So they were in a 3-1, then a 3-2, then a 3-3 situation. Like now, it's to me it's different. You're asking the Clippers to win 2 games to win the series. You know,
and like I said, if they watched that game last night, there should be an added level of motivation for every player wearing a Clipper uniform tonight. We can be the Kings of LA. We have to beat Dallas. We have to, and like I said, it's not like they've played terrible. They've been outcoached. In the games they've lost, they've been outcoached.
Must-watch game tonight. Hey, thanks for watching this with us as well. We're just talking about the Clippers-Mavericks game, checking out the lines here on SportX.Bet. If you guys like this video, hit the like button. Hit the like button at the bottom. Subscribe to the channel. Follow Sosa the Locksmith. He's on Instagram and Twitter.
Check me out on Instagram.
Also, my guy knows a guy on Twitter. Drop a like at the bottom if you can. We're just talking about the games. Hope you're enjoying this. But the Clippers, Mavericks tonight. I'm rolling with the Clippers, bro. I'm rolling with the Clippers, and I'm probably going to take the full game over. I know you probably have another look as well.
I like the first half. I like the first half over. I mean, they left me hanging at 110 the other night. It was 110.5. I was kind of salty, but I'm running it back. I think both teams have shot the ball well. Both teams get a lot of shots, and they get the shots that they want. Jason Kidd will be the next coach of the Celtics. He will be the next coach of the Celtics, not the Lakers. That's it.
Damn, Jason Kidd's name is connected to like 3 teams right now.
Yeah, Boston. Brad Stevens won't let anyone else come in the building. I don't think, unless he hires in house. So I know it's completely off subject, but I just read in the comments. If in the event I think Jason Kidd's the guy for Boston. I think he's a perfect fit.
Yeah, thanks for that too, Tiago.
Appreciate that, Tiago. Yeah, we're getting there. It'll happen. It's coming.
It's gotta, We're just doing what we like every day. What's up, Danny, my guy, Derek Bias? We're in here. What do you guys think about the Clippers-Mavericks game, everyone that's watching this? I'm probably taking the Clippers. I'm not playing any props in this game. I was looking at Kawhi's points, but I'm just going to probably roll with the Clippers, maybe a combination of Clippers money line with the over.
Who do I have?
I'd probably end up taking the I like Kawhi's threes, though.
A good game.
I do like Kawhi's threes. I just didn't look the number up. I can right now, though.
Yeah, I definitely like Reggie Jackson to have a good game tonight.
What particular prop?
I'm looking at it right now. I'm pulling it up. I like him to get me 15 tonight.
Yep.
I like him to give me 15.
What's Kawhi's threes? I'm looking up Kawhi's threes.
Plus 136. Kawhi's threes. It's at over 2.5 is plus 146, and under 2.5 is minus 188.
I like the over 2.5.
And that's at plus 146. That's good money. Like the over.
Might have to list that.
Oh, Joe, listen. Mark Jackson has been blackballed by NBA owners because he made comments about the one of the owners and GMs of the Golden State Warriors when he was a coach. He will never be a coach in the NBA again. He's been blackballed by the owners. This is facts.
Crazy.
It's not a conspiracy.
It's not even a conspiracy. It's what happened, and he just
look it up. You can look
he
it
just
up.
accepts it. He just accepts it.
He's a devout Christian. He said that he didn't agree with the lifestyle that an executive was living for the Golden State Warriors. They let him go in the offseason, and the owners sent the memo out and are making sure that he's never hired in the NBA again. These are all facts. He'll never get a job in the NBA again.
Not as a coach.
Not as a coach. Not as a head coach. No chance. Like somebody might bring him on as an assistant, but he'll never get a head coaching job ever again in the NBA.
Mark Jackson, bro. They need to make a documentary about Mark Jackson. But yeah, so I'm taking Dallas. No, not Dallas, my bad. I'm taking the Clippers tonight, and I'm taking the over in this game. I haven't played the over yet. Might even pair it with the money line, maybe play it by itself. I don't take Dallas lightly. I understand that their role players played a subpar game and Luka sort of dragged them to victory. I also understand that the Clippers played a bit better in that fourth quarter the other night, but they were playing from behind. No excuses for them. This is a dogfight for them. I know I was talking bad about Kawhi in the past, his decision to join the Clippers. I've been bashing him ever since he joined the Clippers, but I do think that they have the veteran presence to get this one done. But the X factor tonight is Ty Lue. We have to watch the sidelines tonight. His rotations. Come on. The wild card of Boban starting the last game. Why did that take the Clippers by surprise?
You know who I don't understand why this guy isn't. I don't know why is Luke Kennard not getting any burn? Like why is he getting no?
And they gave him some decent money.
And they gave him some decent money. He can do things that can give this Dallas team problem. I don't know why they paid him, why they got him, and why he's not getting playing time.
We really need to look. We really need to look into this and possibly have another conversation about that as well. Because is there something that we don't know? I remember he missed a couple of games with an injury in the season, but not going into the playoffs. He was healthy going into the playoffs. It's really, really strange. You would think that you would need as much shooting as possible. The game in this series went under the last two times. The Clippers have they haven't scored that much. What's their team total tonight? I think they're due for a breakout offensive performance.
I think it's 111.
I think the Clippers are due for a breakout offensive performance tonight.
You said what now?
The team total for the Clippers
is 109.5, 110. They got to score 110.
110.
Yeah, 109.5 is.
Yeah, they failed to do that in the last two games, but I mean, in a game like this, they have to. They have to. Dallas's defense is not that good. They just didn't make their shots. The Clippers. What's going on? Is it mental?
Is it mental? It's just one.
Steve Ballmer's sitting there grilling them. It's crazy.
It's just one game. Like, I think that's another thing. Like, we're so programmed to like think about the last game, right? Like a lot of people are like programmed to, oh, they did this last game. Listen, last game doesn't matter. It's different game plans. It's a different energy, different attitude, different setting. You can't put a ton of stock into one game. And then you see no home teams won a game in the whole in the whole series. So it's like, is it an energy thing? Who knows? Is it a mindset? Do the Clippers play better with their backs against the wall? Maybe that's part of it too. That's why I'm betting on them, because like I said, at some point it's gotta click. At some point, you know.
Yeah, it's simple, but I respect Dallas.
I do too. I love the coach.
I'm gonna monitor this one. I'm gonna monitor this one throughout the day. There's only one game to bet on, but if you're not exactly sure, you don't have to bet on that game. We definitely talked about our opinions as well. Probably just see what's going on. But the Clippers, for me, I don't envision them losing today, and I also don't envision this being a low-scoring game like the last two were. Just schematically, the Clippers can't allow it. They can't allow it. They have to run up. They have to run with these guys, and they can't allow Luka to dissect them. But Luka is taking what he wants. Luka is here. Luka is here. He's taking what he wants.
You heard me say it the other day.
But I don't know if he'll hit 6 threes again.
At this point, if you're not rocking with Luka Doncic, you're a hater. You're a fucking hater. You know me, at least you're a hater. If you are watching these games and you're not like acknowledging how amazing what you're seeing is, you're just a hater.
It just bodes so well, projects so well going into the future. Like Luka is definitely here. Like
Jesus.
Jersey sales.
Right, it's
sales. It's like ticket sales. I'm going to
22
watch this
years
guy
old,
live.
And he's not from America.
When the Raptors are allowed to play at home again, I'm watching a Mavs Raptors game. It's must-see TV.
In the building, bro.
One game tonight, Friday night. I'm interested to see who you guys like as well in the chat. Yeah, so that's briefly about that game. So only one game to talk about tonight. I have a couple of baseball games I like, but there's one in particular.
I've been in my bag with the baseball, so I just
on a Friday.
You
jumped out on a Friday.
What was that?
You jumped out for a Friday on baseball?
Yeah, you know what? Like I've actually been monitoring the games. I haven't really been putting out a lot of picks, but today I'm back. I've been in the lab last couple of days, just really like observing over the last couple of weeks. I really haven't done baseball heavy over the last 2 weeks. But it's because baseball is a sport that you need data. You need to see what's really going on, because it's such a long season. And then like you see some guys plateau, you see some guys ascend at different parts of the season. Like what's my man from Chicago, Rodon, came out looking great, has come back to earth. He looked like Roger Clemens. Now he looked like Roger Rabbit. You don't know what you're getting from him. First 5 starts, amazing. So
loaded schedule tonight, Social. Loaded schedule tonight.
It's a great slate today. Obviously, I'm rolling with my Dodgers tonight. Atlanta gives it up at home. Atlanta scores at home, but give me my Dodgers with Urias. I like the Dodgers team total over 4.5. Y'all can book that. The bats are alive. Cody Bellinger's back in the lineup. And he's the biggest key to the lineup. You know, he's a 5-tool player, can steal bases, hit home runs, plays a great center field. With him back in the lineup, I believe that we ascend back into the driver's seat of the NL West before the All-Star break. A couple of things that I have today that I'm definitely getting to the window with are I'm rolling with the Oakland A's. I have the Nationals Phillies under 7 runs. You got Scherzer and Wheeler pitching. Both guys have been absolutely dominant over their last 3 to 4 starts. So I expect that game to go under 7. It might even be a good look to take the game under first 5, simply because you have such dominant frontline starting pitching for tonight. So the Nationals Phillies first 5 under, which is under 4.5, or under 3.5, and then for the game it's under 7. Both I like, just based on the pitching that you're getting. I got the Yankees money line tonight. I think they're at the crib tonight against the Red Sox. I like them on a Friday night at Yankee Stadium against their arch rival. I love that. And
take notes.
And And then I'm
My,
rolling
my,
with
my list is short and sweet. I go targeted. Sosa knows I never bet more than 3 baseball games in a day. I usually go from 1 to 3 picks, and usually it's either 1 or 3. I like to bet an odd number in baseball. And yeah, finish off though, bro. My bad.
But yeah, and, you're right. And those are really just like the only like early looks I have. Obviously, baseball on Friday, all the games are prime time, so there's plenty of time to like make choices or make decisions. I have some stuff posted on Twitter and Instagram. But yeah, that's what I love. If you have another sports book of any time and you can buy points, buy the Clippers over for the first half. If you buy 2 points, it's still at minus 136, which gives you a little bit of breathing room if you want to go heavy on it.
First half over. Clippers, Mavs.
First half Clippers, Mavs.
I'm taking the Cardinals. I'm taking the Cardinals tonight against the Reds. Everyone minus 135 on the money line. I'm rolling with Kim. I just believe that Castillo as a pitcher for the Reds, he's regressed. He's 1-8. He was considered to be more of a rising star, I guess, in the past.
Bro, he's also he's had bad luck too.
There's a big sample size of Cardinals batting against this guy as well. I think that coming off the L2 for the Cardinals, that they'll get the victory tonight. So I'm going to lock in the Cardinals money line tonight, minus 135 in baseball. Sosa gave out some really nice looks as well.
Yeah, and I'm just like I said, I'm ready for this next round of the playoffs, man. For basketball. The French Open, I'm gonna dig into that a little bit, like after today, because after the third round of the French Open, that's where you really see the people that are dominant on clay, and it makes it a little easier to cap because of just the performances on that surface.
Let's jump back on, have a French Open discussion for after the third round, and also everyone that's in the chat right now. I will tell you, if you can make your way to SportX.Bet, we have a $1,000 French Open tournament going on. As long as you have some money on the site, you can there's no entry fee for the tournament itself. But also, if you can sign up just need your email to sign up. I'll invite you to the community and help you get set up on the site. And let's give it a try and send me a message. Trust me on that. Big French Open tournament coming tomorrow. I think Sosa is throwing his hat in the ring. Try to compete in this French Open showdown. Maybe try to win this free $1,000. See what's going on.
Get some easy money. Also, real quick before we get off, Floyd Mayweather this weekend versus the YouTube guy.
That's tomorrow.
If you get a book that will give you odds on anything, bet against Floyd Mayweather Jr. Bet against him. It is a WWE event in which he allows this dude to rough him up. Pause. Yeah, that's my full expectation. You want to talk about a businessman? If Floyd Mayweather can even look or fake like he's struggling with this guy,
I'm gonna tune into this one, bro. I'm gonna tune into this one. Floyd he's fighting Paul.
This is the fight that's gonna make Floyd Mayweather. It's gonna push him over $1 billion. So, listen, he'll do it twice, okay? And Mayweather did the WWE, so he understands the entertainment factor. He's done like multiple WWE events. Also, real quick, if you guys didn't know that the last fight with the Ben Askren guy wasn't fixed, if you guys watch the fight, at the very end, the first thing that pops up after the fight was written and directed by. It literally said that on Triller after it said written and directed by. That was a scripted event. It literally said it. And you see people still gambling elsewhere. It was a fixed event. These MMA dudes are getting more money to fight these Paul brothers than they have in their entire MMA careers. They don't care to lay down. Like Tyron Woodley, he's going to lose on purpose too. He's getting more money for this fight with Jake Paul than he did in 35 fights in the UFC. You think you think he cares? You're going to give me 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Sign me up.
It should be really, really entertaining. My bad, guys, if I seem distant. Thank you so much for watching the Baller Bet podcast with me and
Appreciate
Social the
you all.
Locksmith. We're just here kicking it, talking sports, trying to make money in the markets. There's a lot going on today. Big sports weekend ahead of us. We're going to mix it up, talk about different sports. NBA playoffs tonight. Thank you guys for watching us. Follow Social the Locksmith on Instagram and Twitter. Follow myself, My Guy Knows a Guy, on Twitter. Follow the SportX Project. Visit the site. Make an account. Let me know what's going on. Enter the tournaments. Let's see how everything unfolds as the weekend progresses. French Open,
Let's
NBA
have a great
playoffs.
weekend.
Might
Let's
take
have a great
Vegas tonight.
weekend,
The Golden
guys.
Knights might take the Golden Knights tonight on the money line as dogs tonight in Game 3 against the Avalanche.
You don't think the Avs are with the smoke? I think
Vegas will get a game. Vegas will get a game. One of these next 2 games at the crib.
I think the
The
Avs
Golden Knights.
They're just locked in, bro. That kid McKinnon, oh my Lord. He just
Enjoy your afternoon, though, and hit the like button.
Appreciate
We'll
you.
see you guys again tomorrow. Big weekend ahead.
the baller bet.